Hey, it's LTNCbandsandclubs.com. Of course, our bands and clubs family across North Carolina, specifically right here where I am, bands and clubs of the Triangle. And we are glad talking bars, restaurants, good times, local music. And I'm glad to have on the screen and time to give him some credit. And again, congratulations. But our good friends in Apex Highway 64. Part of that party mile, as I describe it. But yes, the Backyard Bar in C, Highway 64. And with me on the screen, he's much younger, but he's in the bar life. So it may appear he's just rolled out of that bed. But no, he's going to be up a lot later than you and me, probably. But we are glad to have you, Chris, with us. Congratulations, manager of the Backyard Bar, and welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Yes. I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to order banana pudding at Cooper's Barbecue. Cooper's long
Good,
history
good.
downtown Raleigh. They've moved to Six Forks. I got over there for lunch. Didn't think it was going to happen today, but I had to have the banana pudding, so I apologize. We're running a few minutes behind,
You're
but
good.
are you a banana pudding fan? How southern are you, Chris?
I'm new, I would say, to the Southern life. I do love me some banana pudding, I will say. We've had that up north. I've been down, I would say, in North Carolina, living the Southern life since about 2021. I moved down here from New York, Long Island. And I love it down here. I've been back to New York twice since I've moved down here, and that was only for reasons I had to go up there.
Okay.
I don't plan on going back anytime soon. I love it
Okay.
down here. This is where I belong.
All right. Well, can I address younger than me over here on the side of the screen, but no, young person. Gosh, what brought you to North Carolina from New York? What brought the change, or friends down here, or is we hear so much, right? People throwing darts at a map, or they're doing lots of research, and North Carolina is a great space. But what brought you down here?
So we moved down here during I would say a little bit after COVID time kind of stopped on Long Island, and New York was the epicenter of all that. And I was living with my mom at the time and my cousins, and our neighbor across the street from us put their house in the market, and the housing market on Long Island in New York at that time was a seller's market. Like you were getting about, I would say, 50-55% profit for your house at that time. So we put our house in the market just to see what we got, and we got an offer we couldn't refuse, and decided to move down to Fuquay, North Carolina. My aunt actually was the one that recommended this area because she's the one that's been down here for about, I would say, 10 years or now, so. So she loves it down here. So, and then,
Gotcha.
yeah.
How big, your aunt down here, how big is your family? You have brothers and sisters. How big is your family?
So I have a twin sister. That is my only sibling I have. She is currently down in Florida, in Port St. Lucie, with a bunch of other family. My dad is also down there as well. And then I have a set of aunt and uncle and a couple of cousins that live 5 minutes away from me in Fuquay. And then everyone else on Long Island, pretty much that was family, moved to either Florida or North Carolina. So I only
Okay.
have one set of aunt and uncle and cousins up there, and that was one of the reasons why I went up there in October, back up to New York, was because there was a wedding for my cousin back in October.
All right. Well, well, you are too, just by the bar, but I'm the local music guy, stamping it pretty hard for 15 years. Gosh, 15 years in the Triangle. But really basically telling people to where to go have a good time, where to hear great local music, the Backyard Bar in C, lots of other, we have a lot of choices. What's your favorite genre? What's your favorite style of music?
I would say my favorite style of music. I'm a very like 90s, early 2000s type of guy. Like that's what I listen to in the car. You can hear me jamming out to some of that during karaoke on Wednesdays. And then I would say probably for genres of music, I would say probably either pop or rock,
Okay.
kind of mixed between the both of those.
Okay. Into any grunge of the 90s or any of that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
I don't know that I can be so specific, but we certainly enjoy y'all. Y'all have had them. Our Foo Fighters tribute, right? Joe Hero, somebody
Joe
like
Hero.
that.
Yep,
But yes,
absolutely.
you're makes sense. But you're into back to the '90s from rock and some pop and all that. So yeah, you're got a variety of taste, and I'm blessed. I think I like a lot of genres. I don't know that there's much approach of something that I won't listen to, but try to enjoy. But gosh, all right, Backyard Bar NC, Highway 64. I think we can best stamp it, right, Chris? About that spot has nearly 100 years of history
Yes, it does.
of I think good times, but drinking, but good
Oh
times.
yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and we're in this space. The space is now elevated, a remodel, and
Yep.
has been for, gosh, whatever that duration has been, year and a half or whatever.
Yeah, we're
Um,
approaching 2 years in July. It's been a crazy 2 years.
all
It's
right,
it's flown by.
yes, it has. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 years. Wow. But yeah, elevated space. But again, the history, to that grounds, local bar, and then back to the service station. I don't have all those specifics, but it is a good stamp. But it's really nearly 100 years of celebrations, alcohol, and good times, right, in that
Yes,
space.
sir.
And that means a lot to me, or just in the history of what's happening here in the Triangle, and specifically here we are, Apex, the peak city, the peak of good living, right? But
Yes, sir.
Highway 64. It is that unique. If I'm going to the backyard bar, yep, I'm going down a little bit further. I need to make that U-turn, not where it's illegal, but where it's legal, and then come back around. But we have good times at the backyard bar. I never hear anybody talk about, oh, that's the biggest hassle to do that or to go down the road and turn around. So, but no, and most people have passed it by. Have they stopped yet? Well, we hope so. But they passed it by for years, or that location. And hey, we're still trying to say, hey, 1.5 million people plus in the Triangle. Hey, stop and come see us for the good times in our unique space. It is unique. Yeah, manager, congratulations. How's that going
Thank you
for
very much.
you? How's that going
It's
for
uh,
you?
it's definitely a different change, I'll tell you that. But I love it. I love interacting with the public. It's what I wanted to do since I came to the backyard bar. I've been there since day one.
Yes, you have.
I know so many of the people there. All my regulars, I don't even think of them as regulars at this point. Everyone that comes into the bar is my friend. I look forward to my Fridays, my Saturday nights where I'm on the floor interacting with the public, seeing how the bands are flowing, keeping the music flowing, just having a good time. And
Yeah.
honestly, it's made me appreciate the business even more.
Yeah, you do it well, and yeah, your personality, and you've been there since the beginning, so you stick around long enough. Here you are, a manager. Here you are, a
Yeah,
manager. But you generally that's a bar space. We're in the season. I think the doors try to open up about 3:30, right? Isn't that what we're trying to do right now? Doors open at 3:30. Gosh,
yep.
all that traffic that's driving by, closing time for work or whatever, stop by, get a drink, get to know us, and it really is that structure. I call it. Well, gosh, I'm older, but I call it right. It is the Cheers. You're gonna know, learn people on the repeat visit. You're gonna learn them by name. And hey, it's nice that you know what. I'm not real complicated. TL's not real complicated. We're not real complicated, but it still is nice. We come in and I mean get that order in, or I know it's on the bar pretty soon. And ours
Right
would
away.
be, what would it be, Chris? What would generally TL is it's the same old thing generally.
Generally, you're gonna get a Corona. You're gonna get a Corona with lime, and your woman's gonna get a margarita with a little sugar rim on there.
Yes, yes. See how it works. See how it works. Now, but yes, that is nice. I mean, lots of bars, lots of establishments. That doesn't happen everywhere. But yes, but that's the kind of feel we want at Backyard Bar. Again, it is the smallest bar with the biggest punch. All right. If I'm the marketing or
Correct.
trying to,
Yeah.
if I'm the marketing here and trying to help, which we always are. But yeah, that just go smallest bar with the biggest punch, but yet we have so many areas in this space we can talk about that has made it unique,
Absolutely.
and to make it continue to grow. And that no matter what the size of your celebration, small, medium, or large, there's space here to handle. How can it be the smallest bar with the biggest punch? Well, we're going to describe that to you, but but yeah, the building per se itself, small, community oriented. It can get your neighborhood bar feel. That's nice. That's nice. But again, we're
Yep.
unique that it spreads over two parking lot areas, and there's a lot in that space. Let's talk about some of that. And gosh, you'll see this to come as we put this in the library, but I just enjoyed the lounge lizards there. We can talk about this upcoming weekend just as
Yep.
example. It'll be past it very quick, but this weekend, Friday, we were talking about a band that's been around for years, and they're coming into Backyard Bar Friday night in our time. What time is that? What time are the bands?
Rockzilla is going to be coming in Friday night at 8 o'clock. 8 to 11 is our band times. And then we're going to have Peak City coming in on Saturday night as well, 8 to 11.
All
And
right.
then the weather is looking really, really nice. So we're going to have them underneath our hangar area. So anytime the weather is able for us to have a band outside, we try to oblige for that.
Yes, and rain would be the culprit or whatever, making some change or
Correct.
bringing inside as necessary, or just
Of
making
course.
sure we're being good for our patrons. But we are at good weather. We are at good weather,
Oh, yeah, we
knocking
are.
knocking at the door. That's one of the reasons we wanted to do this, because you think good weather, you need to be thinking about the Backyard Bar in C Highway 64 Apex. So that's example. So we're talking about that. Just giving a couple examples. In Peak City Band, gosh, we've had crowds for them through the year and a half, 2 years. Of course, Larry, the lead singer, and he and his bride moved to Canada, but we have a new lead singer for Peak City Band. So that'll be great to hear. And I hear fantastic things. They're trying to keep the same vibe. But Rockzilla just has years and years, and that's buried in your '80s rock and some of the '90s.
Yeah,
They do a great job. You'll enjoy that, Chris.
they're great. They're great.
Hopefully you can open that little window to the deck and you can hear more. You can hear more.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes,
uh,
sir.
we talk about two parties, one stop. That best fits is what we're describing on Friday and Saturday is the live music, generally a band as we end the season. But also right after the band, is that 11 o'clock or 10:30 or as they get moving? What do we got? What do we got?
So as the bands are outside, we're gonna try to bring in the DJ a little bit earlier. So every Friday and Saturday, we have a DJ that runs from 11 to 2. Friday is our DJ Nick. He also runs karaoke on Wednesdays. Go check that out, guys. It's actually pretty fun. And then on Saturdays, we have our DJ Brian. He's great. All our DJs are awesome. So we're gonna try to bring them in on band nights when the bands are outside around 10:30, try to get the party started a little earlier.
Right, right. And Friday, rich history of those DJs, but I'm just trying to stamp it right. But that's Friday night we're talking about. Is that Nick Driver?
Yep, that is Nick Driver.
All right,
Yep.
so Nick Driver, big in the area, and his wife Brittany, the sound lady, but his girl Brittany. But yes, all right. So those are great examples. So here we are, another big label we're wearing well at the Backyard Bar, and that is two parties, one night. Get your fix, get your feel. And what's it worked out, Chris, is well, really, I can look at you and it's sort of your demographic. We'll pull anybody. But
Yep.
it appears 10:30, 11 till 2. But we've done a good job, or it has worked out. That demographic or your peers somewhat, they're flowing in there and they've really enjoyed all the experiences, but the DJ experience comes to mind. It seems like we've been attracted to them. I don't know if you put your finger on it, but I think they're just enjoying that DJ experience. Is that fair to say, Chris?
That is absolutely fair to say. We get, I would say, around the age demographic around my age. I am 28, 29, about to turn 29. So I would say, yeah. I mean, on Friday and Saturdays, as of lately, the last few weeks, we've had a younger crowd for the DJs, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. We love to have a variety of a crowd. We don't try to cater to just one demographic. We try to cater to all demographics. So
Yeah,
we're
not the
trying to do our best to do all that.
Yeah, and not the easiest chore, but no, it seems to be working out, and seeing that happen is good for our market, good for the future, and so forth. So that's been a good experience, and so forth. Let me go around some as the space of the big parking lots and so forth. And again, we get
Absolutely.
busy. We get busy. They do fill up, so we
We do.
continue.
Oh my God, that parking lot can fill up.
We
Oh
can
my God.
we continue to walk outside and try to manage that and be present, and y'all do a good job at that. But yeah, filling the space and so forth. But there's a large deck right outside the bar space, entering the area for the music, or right off to the right, or straight ahead as we continue to grow. But there's a large deck. There's many tables. Gosh, in the transition of the season, they've prepped it well, from the heaters. But yeah, tables, that's available. So we found standing room, just the traffic flow inside into the deck area. So that's a large deck. Um, Sometimes, Chris, these things don't end very well. I'm trying to watch the clock and so forth. But no matter what it is, I don't do much editing here, but I think we're okay right now. But I'm trying to watch the clock too.
I got
Large
you.
deck. Of course, the food truck commitment is there on the weekends.
Yes, it
And
is.
right adjacent to us is a permanent food truck that's locked down there, and that's just a treat in itself. One of our best Indian food experienced food trucks. So
Highly
great.
recommend that food truck as well.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
really good. It is really good. It's a little spicy, so like if you're into the spicy food, you're gonna love that. But it is really good. I highly recommend checking it out.
So for that truck, and maybe by name, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Um,
Highway Daba.
all right, thank you. That food truck's in permanent space. They're glued there in good
Yep,
relationship. And but the weekend, it's an experience that has them plus another food truck as our general practice, because
correct.
it's a big area. So we put a food truck over on the other side, a little ways
Other side.
away,
Yep.
and we've
And then we
worked.
get one on our side. Yep.
Yeah, we've worked through it in about 2 years. We filtered through, you got to learn food trucks, what they do well, but I think we're blessed in the triangle. But I think we've been pretty pleased, and our customers have too, about we get amazing food trucks, and it's good product, good food, and I think that's been a real plus.
I would
Um,
agree. I would agree.
Let me see. So, food truck area there. We've got a small fire pit area. We don't need that in hot July, but you get it. You get it. There's some unique space for sitting and hanging out there. And then as we wrap back around, we're still growing, and as relationship to our outside stage area, platform stage. You come out, you'll see what we mean just in terms of the continued
Absolutely.
growth. Then that secondary area where we're dressing up some for the enclosure, but obviously in the season trying to have that open flow somewhat for the bands that we put in there.
Yep.
So, and again, bar service inside, but we get to an outside event. I think you can, well, we probably want to go ahead and do that. A couple of things coming up in the future. We've had some vendor fairs, right? Those have been good experience,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Right.
We've had a couple of pop-up markets in our parking lot on a Sunday where a whole bunch of vendors come out and we have drink specials during those types of events and everything like that. So I think we're planning one. I don't have an official date yet, but we are working on bringing up another one. I would say probably mid-May
Yeah,
is
yeah, I
what we're
think,
trying to go for.
yeah, yeah. And we get busy on stuff like that. We'll put a little outside. We have the equipment, a little outside bar area too, right? It helps the flow.
Yep.
So,
Yes, we do. So we actually just built like an actual bar.
we built I think you froze for a second, but we
When
built actual bar. We do that at some of the outdoors, some of the bigger things to help the traffic flow. So that's
we,
coming, and it
we need
happens.
to do an outside bar. So whenever we need to,
Yep. So it happens occasionally. How about Let me see. Let's stamp our good friends, your coworkers, the girls and guys, if it's true. Who's with us? Who's with you right now on your team?
We got a good crew with us right now. We got a group of four right now. It's me as the bartender slash bar manager. I have our wonderful bartender Sarah. I have another wonderful bartender named Raven, and I would say one of my best bartenders right now. I She has helped me out so much. She has saved my butt a whole bunch of times. Her name is Addie. She's one of the best people you guys can meet. All my bartenders are great people, guys. They are awesome girls. Come in, have a drink on Friday and Saturday nights. Come see Sarah. Come see Raven. Come see Addie. They'll make sure we're taken care of.
Yes, yes. So I want to make sure we're trying to mention your team. And then Backyard Bar NC is the home to Tic Tac toilet paper in the bathroom. There's a Tic Tac. I haven't played yet, haven't been that bored in there, but yes, and a pool table that's got to be there because we've got rich history there of the pool table being there. But that table. Pool table gets gets pretty good use,
It
right?
gets attention. It gets attention. So Mondays we have free pool. That's been picking up as of lately. So Monday, all you have to come do. I work Monday, so if you want to play some pool, come in, get a drink, and then I just ask me for a game, and I'll give you the quarters to put into the machine. And then I would say Friday nights, yeah, we go through about I would say 5 rolls of quarters at least. So at least $50 worth of quarters for pool.
Yeah, yeah, yes. But yeah, so we've described some of this space as you've heard, and there's a lot to do there, a lot to do there and experience. And I like the attitude that we're good for any size. For one person, come and sit down, we'll know your name, make new friends. But it has been a place that, yes, I think on the calendar in the office, if there is an office, there's a couple of birthday celebrations, reunions, and
Absolutely,
gosh,
absolutely.
I'm missing on some of the words, but gosh, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? On Friday? No, Sunday. I'm sorry.
Wedding party.
I think
We had a
was that a wedding
couple.
party? And I think
Yeah,
it
we
was.
had a wedding after party. Yeah,
I'm
so
thinking.
we
I
do
don't.
everything we can, LT, to cater to not just small groups. Like we love our small groups. We love coming like cheers. Everyone knows your name, but we also love to cater to private events. So if you have a big group and want to celebrate a birthday, or want to run a corporate event at the bar, or want to come and celebrate a wedding after party at the bar, that is perfectly okay. And we will do our best to cater for that depending on the amount of people there is. We can put you guys on the outside depending on the weather. We'll give you a private bartender. It'll probably be me. And then we'll make sure you're taken care of. We do have on our website, if you go on our website, there's a little tab on the left hand of your screen or on the right side of your screen. There is a tab though. That you can make a reservation, and then that will be sent to our owners, which will then be sent over to me.
Right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Wow. Big description. A few minutes here. Thank you. Let's give it some wrap up here and just make sure we're doing the right thing. Where do I
Sure,
find the Backyard Bar NC? Your social media or website? Can you help me out, Chris?
sure.
Now for me, it's important the distinction because it's had a long history. But I like put the in front of it. The Backyard Bar NC. I'm talking
Correct.
Facebook. But where else, Chris? Where else?
You can also find us on the backyardbarnc.com. We have a brand, we just redid that website too. That's where you're going to find our hours. That's where you can find our reservations. That's where you can find our menu. And just to keep and our specials as well. We run daily drink specials. We also have seasonal fall or seasonal cocktails as well. We have a spring menu going on right now, and we are currently working on our summer menu, which will be out in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
You can also find us on the Backyard Bar NC on Instagram and Facebook. It's just going to have a little logo of the Backyard Bar NC.
I gotcha. All right. So you've stamped that well. We appreciate you being with us, Chris.
Thank you.
Stamping me. I appreciate it. Great friends to the bar, ncbandsandclubs.com. Did you see our guest? We just had a cat appearance.
I
Uh,
did. I
so
did.
I'm trying to maneuver here, but this is typical. This is typical.
Very cute.
Uh, gosh. This is typical. So, but no, thank you. ncbandsandclubs.com, Bands and Clubs of the Triangle by example. Bands and Clubs of the Triangle is found on TikTok, found on Instagram, and found on Facebook. It's hard to do it all, but we try. And of course, your weekly choices list, all kinds of events, 300 about, busy place, the Triangle, on the website, ncbandsandclubs.com. I appreciate it, Chris. I feel some day drinking. I'm sort of retired to do that full-time local music. So I claim I'm going to be very busy, but I'm trying to find more daytime for day drinking.
There you go.
That's right. So we've done that a little bit with you already, and we hope to do a little bit more of it. And not that we're bathing in money, but we just like to have a good time and enjoy talking to you, enjoy talking to bar staffs across the triangle. But thank you. Have a great day. I think I caught you on your day off. You're getting ready to
You
wind
did.
up. Wind up. We wind up at the end of the week or just going into this great weekend. And
Yes,
great weather
sir.
is here. Enjoy the triangle, but we are being specific here. Smallest bar, biggest punch, two parties, one night. All those are true. The Backyard Bar NC, Highway 64 in Apex. And I thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.